Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Boom Beach. This was released just yesterday or the day before, I think, but it is pretty brand spanking new, and this is going to be my little kind of diary log from how I'm doing. We started yesterday, so I'll give you a little update on what I did, and then we'll get cracking into kind of today's today's gameplay as well. I'm just going to turn down the volume for myself ever so slightly so I don't deafen my poor little ears. There we are. Okay, so this is my beach. Boom Beach, basically you have a beach, you have to defend it, and you have to attack other beaches. There are resources around you in forms of wood and trees that you can dig, and a very, very, very familiar Clash of Clans type layout is here in terms of various currencies. We've got gold instead of pink ooze or whatever it was called in the old one. We have the wood resource, which you use for building, and there's a premium currency which is diamonds as well. Now you have it, rather than having like kind of what was the old one, you had the fires, the campfires where the army goes, you now have these little boats, like Saving Private Ryan style. They are the ones that you go and attack. Now, what do you attack, I hear you ask? Well, let's have a little look. This is my island right here with the little circle around it. And then all around me are other little islands, other beaches. And these ones right near me here were under enemy control, but I have now taken them over, and now because I have control of them, you can see here I get 22 gold per hour. So basically when you're looking to earn gold, you need to take over as many of these as possible, then come back an hour later, collect it, come back an hour later and collect it. The old Clash of Clans idea of hoarding resources, building stuff, and then protecting it is still absolutely there. Now you can see now that if I zoom out, I've actually got quite a wide viewpoint, and you can see that all of these little areas here with little red numbers around them are enemies, and what you do to kind of, you can't see them all straight away, you have to kind of buy access to them using gold, and that's a good way of making sure your gold doesn't get kind of stolen as well. For example, this one here will cost me 2,400 to see in there, so let's just do that one, explore 2,400, and there we go. I can now see into that particular area there, and the same up here. Now you'll notice though there are some areas that I just can't see because I don't have a big enough radar. So for example over there it says radar level 3 needed to be able to see that bit. And if we go back into my own little beach, you'll see there is a radar dish here, which in theory I could upgrade, but of course I need to upgrade headquarters level 3 first. So my strategy here is I am not going to upgrade my headquarters again until everything else that I can upgrade has been upgraded. My reason for doing that is that in Clash of Clans some people had problems that they upgraded their town hall too far, and they ended up kind of fighting enemies that they couldn't actually defeat, and they kind of got stuck. So I don't know if that's a problem on Boom Beach, but just in case it is, I am going to make sure that I am leveling everything up to as far as it will go before I go to the next town hall level, to kind of try and keep myself as strong as possible at each stage. That's kind of my strategy so far. Let me show you what I have built as turn the levels. We've got 2 sniper towers. These are basically your archer towers from Clash of Clans. They will shoot the guys as they come in. I built a few mines around, which is the only I could only do 3 at this stage. I wondered if initially they were invisible, but attacking other people's beaches I can see there, so I don't think mines are invisible. So yeah, there's obviously a bit of strategy when you attack other people's lairs to try and avoid them with the route that your men take. These are residences. Residences, if you look at the information, they will give us gold per hour. They produce gold, and the more you upgrade them, the more gold you get per hour. I've got 2 of them. Gold is the currency that you can see that we use to build units. I think it's units, and it's also the currency we use to unlock different parts of the map as well. So I've got 2 of them. I have a wood storage area, and I have a vault. Obviously the wood storage area will hoard gold, the vault will hold the wood storage area will hold wood, and the vault will store gold. They will protect it if you get attacked as well. Oh, hang on, I must be getting confused there. Sorry, I apologise. The vault stores gold and wood, and then the gold storage just sorts gold, and the wood storage just sorts wood. I apologise about that. Sawmill is obviously a wood generator, but you can get additional wood, from taking down these trees here. You can see, for example, it says young mangrove. You can click there. It'll cost me gold to do so, but in spending that gold, you'll see I can basically kind of convert that to wood. But you do have a limited amount of trees, so use that wisely. And if I click on a tree over here, I can't do that because I don't have the high enough headquarters. So it looks to me like there's kind of like an inner ring of stuff that you can of trees that you can take down, which will then kind of expand as we go. Alright, now this is my artillery, my gunboat, which I'll show you in a second when we kind of go to war. But we're using a combination of units and artillery. We try and take down our opponents. Now I think, I'm not 100% sure, and you guys in the chat and you guys on YouTube also can help me out with this, I think that the number above the enemy's base is the difficulty of that particular base, or it might be the number of defenses. Oh, chest! If you ever see a chest, grab it. It's got diamonds in it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And so I think that's how it works so far, because I tested it here. If we go into here, this is a place called Fatal. You can see here we've only got one defense, which is this machine gun here, but we've got a load of mines in front of it. Now, so let's see if we can kind of take this one down. So we're thinking strategy. The old Clash of Clans gameplay thing applies. We choose our troop. We select a point on the beach. If I select a troop down here, once we press attack, once we press attack, we ought to do it. But basically, I can land them anywhere on the beach, and then as normal, they will kind of head towards the nearest thing. I think the strategy I will try here is using the artillery to take out those mines, and then see if we can get our units to head for the defense. The tricky thing would be trying to hope that our men don't get kind of distracted by the barrels kind of either side. So here we go. If you see on the right hand side, we've got some artillery shells. We've got a 16 artillery points. It'll cost me 3 to do my first shot. I don't know if it's going to work against mine, so this is a bit of an experiment. Let's give it a go. Oh yes, look at that, they all went down. So what we'll do now is we will send in our men as close to that as possible, and you can see that they more or less kind of go in where I've done them, but you can see here, yeah, the problem is they're all heading towards the nearest things to them, which ain't the machine gun. So the issue here is going to be, will they take down the machine gun? So I'm going to send in another artillery shell on that central machine gun. It looks like now that all the men now, except the big heavy, are now training on the machine gun. There we go, the machine gun's down, we're fine. We are fine. But that, again, so it's very similar to the Clash of Clans strategy as far as I can tell, that you're looking to destroy them. You're looking to place your men carefully, to destroy the defences, to ultimately take down their base. And then, of course, our little friend pops up here to say, our ancestors were buried with life statues to help them in the afterlife. So that's very important, thank you. The Blackguard is robbing their graves and taking their statues with them. Victory! So that is essentially where I'm up to with Boom Beach in terms of my video diary, which I'll be uploading to YouTube after this live stream. I'm leveling myself up like slowly, if that makes sense, but doing it kind of regularly. I'm unveiling as much map as possible, and I'm going to try and take down as many of these bases as I possibly can. You'll see there that I got a good chunk of gold from doing that, which is great. I'm going to be going for the easy targets first, the ones with like the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, and I'm going to leave the 6s for later. Interestingly, some of the 6s, assuming that is difficulty, some of the 6s are nearer to me than some of the 1s and the 3s, so it is worth unveiling more map to try and see. So see, like those 3s over there are actually quite far away, assuming that those are difficulty. So if you're watching on YouTube, that's my video log for my first day of Boom Beach. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe to the channel for more Boom Beach action and loads more, of course. But if you're watching on the live stream, then hey, we're going to carry on with the party. So Nuclear Blast says, next town hall